Hello and welcome back to Spellforce 3. Let's continue with the main quest. The world map is used to travel from region to region. You can transition to the world map at almost any time in the game, as long as you do not control the currently active RTS base. You say so. The more I read that message, the stranger it sounds to me. Well, at least the text changed. The Eye owes its name to the banner of House White, which once resided in the unforgiving swamplands after the Wei dynasty ended abruptly. When their last patriarch and his wife descended into madness, the Eye is now known to be the no man's land, inhabited only by the most steadfast settlers, adventurers, and people in need of hiding place.
Is it just me, or is the air a lot more humid than the last time we were here? Let's just hope there won't be the need to send in our army this time. It won't be easy to fight under these conditions.
It shouldn't come to that. We're here to negotiate with the houses and not to win a battle.
That's true. Now come, let's go to Myra's camp. It's just up ahead and she'll brief us on the situation.
Do I honestly need to discover this again? I just did that.
Sure.
Got it.
Finally.
It's not like it terraformed, it's just the same thing.
Tahar, what state is Myra Utran in? The last time I saw her, she still seemed affected by that rune.
Still unchanged, but rune or not, she's the head of House Utran, and she needs to be present at the negotiations.
Speaking of which, what is your... I don't think we're getting through here, Tahar. And even if we would, the laboratory is a ruin now. It's a wonder they got us out alive anyway.
Zarek guides me.
Now, they were about to say something, but I didn't listen.
There, Utran banner's up ahead. That's Myra's camp. Will do.
Okay, then we're not gonna go that way because we want to discover the map a little bit more. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't. We honestly have no choice in the matter. Crippling blade. Of course there's a blade that can cripple people here. In the slump. Okay. It's a camp. Can I go around without talking to you? Like going this way, let's say? Nope. Nope. I actually do like how they blocked all the paths. With a spearman, nonetheless.
Tahar, you've come.
What's the situation?
Shane Wolfgar and his brother arrived 3 days ago and have set up camp in the southeast. Waylon Hallett arrived this morning and has positioned himself in the north.
No signs of the Purity?
None.
That's good news. When will the conclave take place?
That's complicated. Briefly put, they were unwilling to even shake hands. Both of them said that they would under no circumstances fight beneath the same banner.
Well, that's not really news, is it?
No, but I am surprised their dislike toward each other lies so deep. However, at least House Hallett said that they would agree to an alliance between you, that is, House Utran and him. But only if we meet their demands. House Wolfgar won't even do that.
If House Wolfgar doesn't want an alliance, why did they even come here?
I don't know.
So what about the conclave in the fortress? Will it even take place?
Yes, they agreed to talk to each other. At least that much. It will take place today at noon, and I will notify you once everything is prepared. Any negotiations with Hallett and Wolfgar on their own will have to be done before that.
How is the relationship of the houses with House Utran?
Good. House Utran has never had any quarrels, and, as you know already, we will fight under your banner. Whatever your negotiations bring forth, House Utran will stand by your decisions.
Myra, you still seem a bit distant. Are you really okay?
I am functional. That is all that matters for now.
Well, if you say so.
Are we sure he destroyed that rune, or that the rune was controlling her though? I mean, she still sounds like a robot to me.
But we need this alliance.
Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. My hands are tied to Tahar.
I'll try talking to them.
Good. And one more thing. You know about...
Yes, Batham, isn't it?
Yes. According to my scout, the villagers took in some of the mages who fled Amaria Leonider's torture camp. If you find the time, you might go there and try to get them to join our cause. They are mages after all, and might be of help. But it is your decision.
I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Myra.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Heading out? Good luck.
Thanks, soldier. All right. Wayland Hallett's camp is to the north, and the Wolfgar brothers are to the southeast. Question is, where do we go first?
Your choice, Corporal.
How can I ally myself with both houses? I don't even know which side I would take in this discussion. I mean, obviously one of the houses made a stupid decision, but the other didn't own an alliance, so... I don't know. The one that considers an alliance will seem to make the better bet.
Interesting.
I was hoping for some Dragonites. That's a big fence. There is a bridge here. And there's nothing now. Nothing.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
Wait a second, who are you?
Now would you look at that?
Hold it right there, stranger. You... Wait. You're Corporal Tahar.
I am. I think your lord wants to speak to me.
He does. You may pass, Tahar.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna move from the location, you just need to find another way.
Tahar, you may pass.
May I? Yes. Cool. Well, let's discover the map again.
Fine.
Hospitality.
Let's see.
Okay. Didn't we kill you last time?
Got it. Yes.
You get out of there. Keep running.
Sure. That's the plan.
Ooh, nice, a bear.
What's the plan? Huh. Interesting. Let me see.
Will do.
Alrighty.
Good move. Fine.
You got it.
Ah, the big wall. That's a big camp.
Tahar, you may pass.
Yeah, we established that. I bet those guys are gonna be the enemies.
Understood.
There is no one here. Should I talk to him? Fine, let's talk to him before we head out. It's a small camp.
Up ahead. I think that's Shane Wolfgar.
Doesn't look like the friendliest fellow.
Yeah, he doesn't.
If it isn't the fabled Tahar.
I'm here to...
I know what you're here for. You want our troops to take back Greyfell, which the Royal Army so gloriously failed to protect against a couple of pitchfork-wielding lunatics. I'll cut right to the chase. House Wolfgar doesn't need an ally. Even if the sky rains fire, there's no way on Io we will join forces with Isamo Tahar's child or Wayland Hallett.
Why are you here?
What is your problem with me?
What isn't my problem with you? You're Isamo Tahar's child. First you betrayed your father, then the Royal Army. So why would I trust you to lead my men into battle? For all I know, you change your allegiances as often as your underpants. Maybe even in the middle of a fight.
I stopped the blood burn.
Did you?
Oh my lord.
I know you're not on good terms with the Hallett, but is an old family feud really worth risking the future of Nortander?
Let that be my worry.
If you don't want to join forces with either of us, then why are you even here?
Because it was just a stone's throw from where we were going anyway. The span.
So you're planning to attack Greyfell?
Well observed, Orc. And also, it gave me an idea of your strength. Now that I have seen it, I have nothing left to worry about. I trust you can see yourself out of the camp, can you? Goodbye, Tahar.
Oh,
Got it.
What a bloody bellend. What now?
Let's talk outside the camp.
Yeah, it's amazing, but I think
Sure.
I can take your entire pathetic army down all by myself.
Interesting.
Good move.
Sounds like a plan.
That's a different camp.
Now would you look at that?
Tahar, you may pass.
Oh, he turned me down, which means I have to kill him now. It's just a principle, you know.
Zarek guides me.
So I'm not very certain that there was anything in here.
All right. What now?
Well, we need to.
Tahar, that's you, isn't it?
Maybe. Who are you?
Ulrich Wolfgar, pleased to meet you. I overheard your conversation with my brother. First off, I apologize. He was never particularly good with people. To make it short, unlike my brother, I think we could help each other. Or, to be more precise, I think we must. What Shane intends to do, marching against Greyfall on his own, is madness.
But you're not in charge, are you? Your brother is the lord of the house.
Well observed. But that doesn't mean that my opinion doesn't carry any weight. See, Tahar, the thing is, there's no way on Io we will ally ourselves with House Hallett. But his dislike for you is irrational. He knows you're not what he made you out to be, and essentially it boils down to the fact that he thinks you're not fit to lead an army. That you're weak. Just think about it. Why would he have us travel here if he weren't considering an alliance? So, in other words, unless there's some bigger scheme to his play that he hasn't let me in on yet, our presence here means that he's considering an alliance with you.
So what do you suggest we do?
You need to show him you're not the weakling he thinks you are. While my brother was in the camp brooding over old feuds, I took the liberty of exploring this lovely spot of earth. And I found something quite interesting. A wyvern.
Let me guess. You want us to kill it?
Exactly. Bring him one of the wyvern's teeth, still wet and bloody, and let him know that you've killed it yourself. I know my brother. He has always loved the old stories of monster hunters and dragon slayers, and he respects strength in battle more than finesse and cunning. Which is, quite frankly, one of the reasons why Wolfgar has fallen from grace.
Actually, I've taken care of that wyvern already. Here, take a look.
What? You... Huh. I'm impressed. Then we should waste no more time. Come, let's talk to Shane. He will want to see this.
Maybe later.
Shane, I think you should see this.
Is that the other camp? I seriously am
Will do.
asking, is that the other camp? I'm not certain. Oh, his brother seems like a decent guy, but this person should not lead an army.
That way?
I'm gonna save him for speaking with him.
Let's see.
What?
Here. This is for you. A wyvern's tooth, straight from the beast's jaws.
Huh. So? Why are you showing me this?
They killed that wyvern all by themselves, Shane. I saw it. No soldiers, no ballistas.
So?
Ugh, blazes, Shane. Don't play dumb with me. This woman may be many things, but she's not weak. Someone who can kill a wyvern with their own hands is fit to lead an army against the purity.
Maybe. But the question is she willing to make the hard calls when push comes to shove?
What do you...
Meet me at the foot of the fortress, Tahar. Alone.
You got it.
With your friends. Okay, maybe I need to go there alone.
You're thinking of going?
I at least want to know what he has to say.
Yeah, he wants us to destroy the other clan. It's not a mystery. It will be surprising if he doesn't want that and thinks we should work together.
Now would you look at that?
Villager's Note 3.
Sure.
Ooh. Shiny.
Sounds like a plan.
Understood.
Sure.
That's a pretty decent camp as well.
Will do.
I could talk to this guy.
What's next?
Wait, you're Corporal Tahar, aren't you?
I am. And I'm here to see Wayland Hallett.
I figured as much. Go on ahead. He's back at his tent. You
And he's
can't
not.
miss it. Really?
Sounds like a plan.
Finally.
Abominations!
Get ready!
What?
What's that about? Ooh, supplies.
Fine.
No, no, stay away. Stay the fuck away from me.
Calm down. We're not here to hurt you.
That's what these goddamn defilers said too, and we helped them. Can you believe it? We fucking helped them.
You're talking about the mages you rescued from Amaria Leonidar.
I rescued them. That's what we did. We took them in, we gave them food, and then they showed their true face.
What do you mean by that? Showed their true face.
You know what I mean. You saw them yourself.
The abominations. They were the mages the villagers took in.
The biggest mistake of our lives. It just happened so quickly, you know. One night we had supper with them, then all of a sudden one of these things shows up, coming out of old Bertrand's house. Then the killing started. From the body of every defiler that creature killed, another abomination appeared, and they kept going until everyone was dead.
How did you survive?
I don't know. When they got to my house, they just stopped. Maybe because daylight had broken.
That didn't stop them from attacking us. There must have been another reason.
I doubt we'll find out.
Uh-huh.
Well, that quest
Interesting.
was stupid. Villager Note 2. It's like the third one, except it's the second one.
That didn't go as expected.
Finally.
Well, mages cannot be trusted. They're like elves. Full of surprises, and no one likes them. Unless they're dark elves. Dark elves are awesome.
Fine.
Got it.
Really?
Okay, we've been here. Let's talk to this guy. See if he has anything to say. travel together. Isn't it strange how the enemy can always organize their army to attack together and I can't?
Tahar, am I right?
Yes, and you must be Wayland Hallett.
I am. I have to admit, I had something different in mind when they told me the stories about you, Tahar. Though there can be no question about the magic inside you. It's intense.
You're a mage?
No, but I learned to recognize the signs. There's just something in the eyes of a gifted one that can't be mistaken. But I digress. I know why you're here. The Conclave. You want the support of House Hallett and House Wolfgar to march against the Harbinger of Light.
Correct.
Good. I guess you've been told already that this alliance will be complicated. As long as that old ox Shane is in charge, there won't be an alliance. He despises our house, but I suppose you know that much already.
I do.
So what do you suggest?
Simple. Join House Hallett and House Uhtred.
Join? You mean...
I want Myra Uhtred, Lady of House Uhtred, to give me her hand in marriage. Our combined power would outshine even the former House Leonidar.
Ooh, that's gonna be complicated. First of all, those marriages are... well, they lead to messy inheritance. You love her? Well, that doesn't actually matter. Marriage is nothing but a contract, really.
Myra isn't well. The Harbinger seized control of her mind, and she has been... changed ever since.
It will pass.
You do love her, don't you?
Do you love her?
I might, in time. She is a smart and beautiful woman.
And just how will that help us get Wolfgar under our banner?
Well, think. The united houses of Hallett and Uhtred are too powerful for House Wolfgar to continue playing lone wolf. We could simply force them into submission.
That is correct. If House Uhtred and House Hallett become one entity, Wolfgar's army shrinks to the size of an ant facing a giant.
But that would make you, Hallett, the most powerful noble in Nortander.
That's the idea. My offer stands.
A marriage. That's asking for a lot.
It might be our only chance, though. You should talk to Myra about this.
And now what? Seems like the only way to get both houses united under the same banner is to have Myra marry Wayland Hallett.
Or we simply tell them both to go to the claws of Nor. We can win this war ourselves, Tahar. No need for human politics.
Maybe. Either way, we'll need to let Wayland know our decision.
Okay. Well, this guy is ambitious, and I do respect that. However, no. Not only would that give immense power to one house, but will also erase an entire branch of the nobility. Something I actually don't think is supposed to happen. Unless you marry her matrilineally, which could work. Shouldn't you negotiate with her directly then? Just save before speaking with all of them. I wish I had brought the other guy with me.
Yes, Tahar? Do you require anything else?
How are you feeling?
As I said,
I've had a talk to Wayland Hallett. He proposes a marriage between House Uhtred and House Hallett to force the Wolfgars into submission.
by a marriage, you mean he has asked for my hand.
Yes.
I will do what is necessary.
This is your decision, Myra. You're the lady of House Uhtred.
Yes, I am. But, as I said, I will do whatever is necessary. If you think it takes this marriage to save Nortander, then I will do it.
How do you feel about Wayland?
I don't know him, so I do not feel any particular emotions towards him.
So you want me to decide?
Yes. Do what you must, Tahar. I will accept your decision.
We shouldn't do this, Tahar. Myra isn't capable of making such a decision in her current state of mind.
Maybe. But I don't see this alliance happening any other way. The battle for Greyfell will be bloody, Tahar. Make no mistake about that. It might be a marriage for the lives of hundreds of soldiers.
What does the other guy want? What does he propose? I'm far more inclined to destroy their house than to allow this to happen.
Heading out? Good luck.
Thanks, soldier.
Again, thanks, Doja.
Now would you look at that?
I said alone.
Oh,
Yes?
Fine. Yes?
You came. Well, that's something. Let's get to the point. Given that my original impression of you wasn't entirely correct, let me revise my statement. An alliance between House Wolfgar and House Utran, and thus you, might not be out of the question anymore.
So that Wyvern's tooth really changed your mind?
Not the tooth. Your tenacity. I know Ulfric had a hand in this, but it doesn't matter. You didn't let yourself be scared off by my words. And not to mention that a commander who charges into battle on his own is a rarity these days. Most of them are fat bureaucrats who know how to wield the quill better than the sword. Now, don't get me wrong, I still don't trust you. But nonetheless, you know your craft, and this is what matters for now.
But I'm guessing you have terms for that alliance, don't you? Why the secrecy?
Because I want you to kill Wayland Hallett for me.
I beg your pardon?
You heard right. I didn't come here just to see your troops, though that was one of the reasons. I came here to rid the world of the Hallett bloodline once and for all. Do you know what he did?
You blame him for the death of your daughter, right?
Blame? Don't think I can't read between the lines, Tahar. He killed my daughter, murdered her, and only because he was too much of a coward to stand up to his promise. He could have saved her, but he didn't. Because doing that would have meant risking his precious troops for a rival house. We were just stupid enough to get there before him. Believe me, Tahar, Wayland knows how to act all friendly and reasonable, but he's a strategist who'll stop at nothing to increase the influence of his house. He'll smile at you and tell you what you want to hear, but ultimately everything he tells you only follows one purpose: himself.
How do you know this is really what happened at the battle? Were you there?
Tahar, I am not going down that route. I am not.
So you want to assassinate him? You know what you're asking of me, don't you? You could be trialed for just mentioning this.
By whom? The purity of light? Also, it's your word against mine. If you take this to anyone else, I will simply deny it. If we kill Wayland Hallett, their soldiers will fall into confusion, like sheep without a shepherd. According to my spies, many of his men would likely switch sides if something were to happen to Wayland. The rest might realize the scheme behind his death and turn against us. In return, we will swear loyalty to House Utran. At least until the purity is taken care of.
And what do you want my role to be in this?
You're the only one who can get into their camp. Wayland Hallett knows how many people are out for his head, which makes him rather vigilant.
Does Ulrich know about your plan?
He doesn't, and it will stay that way. The moment you take the word of this to anybody else, House Wolfgar will turn against you.
I'll keep quiet. I don't like this, but I'll think about it.
Good. Here, All you need to do is pour 5 drops of this poison into Wayland Hallett's food or drink. It will take care of the rest. And don't worry, it won't take effect before the conclave takes place. And when it does, it will be a swift and merciful death. More merciful than this bastard deserves, in fact. All you need to do is to find a way so that the arrogant dwarf lover swallows it. Until then, goodbye. I will see you at the conclave.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
What do we need?
Merciful. The last person who said it's gonna be a merciful death turned out to be a big liar. We're gonna poison the bastard. I don't feel like working with him. Though both houses will go down that way. And I can't believe that he doesn't have a brother or something. A distant uncle, or I don't know. Some other product of incest between him and someone else.
Yes?
Let's see. Interesting.
Tahar, pleasure to see you.
Myra is in no condition to make a decision of that scale. The marriage will not happen.
That's regrettable. Though I'd like her to tell me herself. And judging by the position of the sun, the conclave is due to take place soon, isn't it?
It is.
Good. My scouts reported undead in the fortress, and I sent some men to clear them out. But they haven't come back yet. Maybe you could take a look there yourself? According to the rumors, you're quite the fighter.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Let's meet there once it's been cleared out, together with the Wolfgar brothers and Lady Myra.
Yes?
I actually do like this quest. So many options, and I actually think that it will be cool to see all the results.
Really?
Sure.
Regrettable then it comes so late in the game.
That way?
I don't know why I thought I had discovered all of that.
Finally.
You got it.
How do I reach this place? Are the doors opened? Oh, let's take a look. You're supposed to be traveling the same speed. That was the plan, was it not? that bridge prepared? I don't think so.
Tiara's breath. You there, help us!
Leave it to me. Child's play.
Sounds like a plan.
You'll have to wait!
Plan. Skip the word. Plan.
Poison.
Will do.
Nice.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Skip the word. What's the plan?
For the fire wielders!
What? Pathetic. Child's play.
I think the purity did something to those mages.
Now would you look at that?
Sure.
That's a lot of creatures I need to kill.
Sounds like a plan. Oh. That's nothing.
You'll have to wait!
You got it.
Trade.
That way? Skip it. Yes.
Easy.
Plan. Here we go.
You'll have to...
Okay, we're doing fine.
You'll have to wait!
Let's clear the rest of them. Come on, guys.
You'll have to wait!
Help me, for heck's sake!
Killed one of our heroes.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
One last. Oh, guess there were two of them. I think you've spoken now.
You read my mind.
How did you mess all the undead when you decided to meet here?
Leave it to me.
next?
Okay, that was supposed to be the strongest group, I believe.
You got it. All right, here goes nothing.
Oh, did I interrupted you? I did it on purpose.
You'll have to.
Ah, she sounds right. Okay, a few more of them.
Shit! Help me, for heck's sake!
Killed one of our heroes.
Well, that didn't work.
What do we need?
Lord Hallett, it has been a while.
It has. How are you, Shane? What about the wound? Is it still healing?
I'm fine. The only reason I'm here is courtesy. We won't march with either of you. Neither House Utran nor House Hallett, nor the Betrayer's Child's makeshift army.
Really? Well, that's not decided yet. Lady Myra, I hereby ask for your hand.
Aren't you feeling well?
I'm fine. It's the bloody swamp air. It's...
Lord Hallett!
Myra... You won't get away with...
Poison? By Tiara, someone get me a healer!
Right here.
Are you deaf? Get me a healer!
I'm sorry, John. We're done serving that bastard.
What the... Treason? This is treason! You can't... Now! For the light!
Don't harm my brother!
Oh, that was a stupid mistake, mate.
You'll have to wait.
Well. Shit.
You did this?
Well observed, brother.
You betrayed us.
Yeah. I guess I did.
But why? I don't understand, Ulrich.
Did you really think I'd just stand by and watch while House Wolfgar breaks into pieces? You don't even see it.
You're obsessed with your bloody feud with Hallett, and even though we don't even have the money to pay for our soldiers' food anymore, you seem to think that we still live in the old days, when House Wolfgar still mattered. I'm sorry, brother, but I won't just stand by and watch while you destroy all our fathers and forefathers have worked for.
We can't win this war, neither by ourselves nor with the Betrayer's Child's army. Lacane, his fanatics, and his creations are simply way too powerful. So, he made me an offer, and I accepted.
You told them of the Conclave.
Correct.
But it's over, isn't it? We fought off the ambush.
That was just a taste of what they have prepared. They have an entire army in the northwest. It's massive. You will fall. All of you. I was hoping I'd get out of this alive. But it seems that I won't.
What do you mean?
I'm a traitor. And even though Corporal Tahar has quite some first-hand experience with betrayal herself, I doubt she'll show mercy when it's someone else doing it.
By the... No! If you do so much as touch him, I'll kill you. I swear it, Tahar. I'll kill you.
Oh. Well.
Well, I'm sorry, Ulrich, but you sold us out to the Purity. And by doing that, you endangered not just us, but everyone in Nortander. On the battlefield, there's only one sentence for this kind of crime.
Yeah, I know how it goes. Just get it over with already.
Kill him.
No, you... Oh. You...
Stop him!
Let him go.
He will be out for revenge. Now we will have to fight both House Wolfgar and the Purity.
And if we're out of luck, the remainders of the Hallett camp. We lost every ally we could have possibly gained, Tahar. I don't know how Wayland died, and I'm not sure I want to. But I doubt it was a good idea to antagonize both of them.
We'll manage. Let's get back to camp. It won't be long until the Purity launches another attack.
Wow. That was the worst possible decision I could have made. And I did it on purpose, by the way. Okay, first,
yes.
Let's destroy this camp, then we'll move north to the other one. We'll have to take care of the Purity a little bit later.
Yes?
Get ready!
I don't like that they actually show the borders now. Okay.
We're being attacked.
It's fine. Well, it's actually not fine, but we can manage.
What?
Open fire.
What's next?
There goes one of them.
Really?
Let's take down this one as well. Then I'll go after the Purity. I don't have a pinpoint location on their main camp. But if we are fast enough, we can actually destroy them before they organize.
Interesting.
So much to do, so little time.
We're being attacked!
Commander?
Hit them where it hurts.
So, what's the plan?
Okay, those guys are dead as well.
Sure.
They will fall.
What the?
Sure.
Okay guys, go here.
Finally.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Forget it, that's Snow Camp. We're looking for the main base. It's supposed to be here, I
That
believe.
way?
It's the most logical location.
Understood.
You got it.
Uh-huh.
We're being attacked!
Hello.
Go. Sounds like a plan. All right, here goes nothing.
It's not the main base. It's small. Okay, keep going then. Just destroy it, so we don't need to keep don't worry about it anymore.
That way?
Yes.
Now the barracks here.
Really?
Here we go.
Will do.
Ah, there it is.
Sure.
You read my mind.
I need help over here.
Why are you there?
That way?
Help me. They killed one of our heroes.
Get ready.
Shit! Help me for heaven's sake!
They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it! I need healing.
Help me for heck's sake!
Okay, wake him up. Come on.
I need help
Focus.
over here.
Yes. All right. Good work. I think this was all of them. Let's head back to our camp now. Time to return to Mullindu.
Fine by me. This was quite the ride.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Fine.
And yes, it is very balanced, this game. Still, I love that I'm so much more powerful than everyone else. Red Hood of the Steamers. Great Bear Claw.
Got it.
It's amazing that we only found one artifact this far. Unless the game glitched, but it's amazing nonetheless.
Understood. They will fall.
You got it. That way?
Mm.
Sure.
I actually do sympathize with Wolfgang's. Probably would have done the same thing. I mean, it's his family. Ah well. I was hoping for more experience. I mean, if we had killed the Mo, we should have given more experience, I believe. Can you go here? Okay, go. And get out of here. Well, what's done is done. We won the battle. That's all that matters.
Finally. Really?
Hello?
Leave it to...
Sounds like a plan.
Let's see.
A hammer. A lonesome tree on a cliff. Yes, we remember this tree. It's getting annoying.
Sure.
Zarek guides me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's this part of the map we haven't discovered apparently. Let's go. Keep together. Oh, also, apparently stuff. Crippling bow.
Sure.
Just head on north.
Really?
Good move.
Fine.
Got it.
Alright, nothing here.
Fine.
Now, I'm kinda curious about poisoning that guy. Was that the right decision? I have the feeling it was. I mean, his own soldier called him a bastard.
Will do.
And he clearly was not a bastard, thank you very much.
Understood.
But still. Ah, a godstone. This is an ideal place for a godstone because it's nowhere near the other two godstones of this huge map. Go, go. See, I have no idea what this thing is. Oh. Look, a skeleton.
What do we need?
It was powerful once.
Just give the word.
You know, I'm not very certain what this is. Villager note 3.
Fair
We
enough.
already have a third one. But you keep respawning off screen. Stop that.
Finally. Really?
Will do.
Okay, let's go to Mondia. Oh, messy business with those alliances. What can I say? It happens. Greykeep. Well, let's hope at least we get that dark corners of my mind thing. The thing is that this game never allowed me to get good at strategy. Maybe it's because of the difficulty I chose, but I think it's just not very good as a game. When it comes to strategy, it's a cool game, but not good enough in my opinion. That was an awesome quest. Nonetheless. Anyway.
You're back. I don't know how to say this, but thank you.
For what?
For not giving Myra to that man. I realized that she agreed, but we both know her mental state is questionable. I'm glad you saw that. Though, of course, I had hoped for a different outcome. I understand why you killed Ulfric. But now we lost both of the houses. This doesn't increase our odds against the Purity. I hope you realize that. Anyway, no point in delaying the inevitable any further. We should discuss the upcoming battle in the span. Are you ready?
Sure.
I am.
Good. Then let's call your companions. Thank you for coming. I take it you know the purpose of this meeting. Our final battle is up ahead. We will take back Greyfell, kill Lakain, and save, well, Tahar's mother. You all know what's at stake. If we lose this battle, then there's no one left to stop Lakain. So, first of all, thanks to Ulrich Wolfgar and his betrayal, Lakain knows we're coming. Aranor?
Yes, Lakain has gathered his army in the span. That's where the final battle will happen.
The Golden Road.
Yes. As you all know, almost every trade route of Nortander leads through there. It's very easy for him to make a stand. The Queen's River draws a clear line between the Greykeep side and where we'll be coming in from.
So, what's your strategy?
I'm afraid there's only one. Brute force. We'll have to crush through his defenses like a warhammer through an armor. However, we'll have to defend the other routes leading the span too. I'm certain the Purity will send in reinforcements through them to flank us. In other words, prepare for one heck of a battle. Once we've defeated their army, we'll advance to Greykeep. Questions?
Yes. How big is their army?
Massive. We already scouted the area. There's Bane, there's Deathmen, there's Templars, and Iron Ones.
In other words, Lakain knows that we're a threat and gathered his entire force to stop us. Good. Because that will be our chance to take out the entire Purity with one blow.
As I said, we cut off the snake's head.
Then prepare. Lakain won't show mercy, and neither will we. So I want every blade sharp. This is the only chance we're getting.
Well said, Tahar. Now get prepared. We'll head out at first light.
We should talk to Yana now, finally. Okay, a reward. What should we have? Heavy armor of thorns. What do I currently wear? Yeah, my armor is dead. Betrayer's robe. Things. Well, I'll choose later.
Hey.
How are things? Any trouble with the Ashweavers yet?
No, it's all good. They respect me, and they respect you. And as long as that's a given, they won't cause any trouble. Not for us, that is.
Is something on your mind, Gore? You seem... I don't know. Rattled.
What do you think, Tahar?
It's about Kagan, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, Tahar, the thing with the knife. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it. Without me, the fire wielders would have broken apart. And it would have been you and all of Io who would have paid the price. Just so I could have my personal catharsis. What I'm trying to say is, sorry. That was selfish. And it was stupid.
No need to apologize, Gore. Really.
Anyway, for what it's worth, I'm glad we didn't have to kill him. I feel relieved. At least a little. Anything else you need? I had a feeling you...
Why?
Because you just love to talk. But you know what? I appreciate it. I was never that big on sharing my thoughts, let alone my feelings. It just seemed, I don't know, pointless.
And now?
Well, I still prefer deeds over words, but I've realized that sometimes it can help to share. So, speaking of that, there's something I need to get off my chest. Thank you. Without your help, I don't know if I could have done it. Unite the fire wielders. But thanks to you, I did. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you mainly did this for our axis. But still, it got me a lot closer to my goal.
Redefine the orc culture?
No, return to it. Restore the great tribe. Live and cherish the struggle, without becoming the savage idiots like Krell turned us into. Anyway, enough of the chatter. Hone your blade, Tahar. We'll need it.
Well, Spellforce never shied away from a complicated story. But I think I like this story more than the one in Spellforce 2. It is complex, it is interesting, it does bring new things to the table, and it's honestly pretty cool. The one in Spellforce 2 was unmemorable.
Corporal Tahar. Still feels strange.
Because of my father?
What do you think? Anyway, you've proven by now that you're not like him. I didn't think I'd ever say that, but I'm glad our paths crossed. So,
have I?
What do you need?
I don't think I've proven that. I mean, yeah, sure, I'm not like him, but how did I prove that? He was a good commander, he led men into battle.
I'll be off.
Please, Myra. You need to talk to me.
To us?
I don't see why.
Because I need to know if you can do this. Look, Myra, what that rune did to you, it's horrible. But we need to know if you'll function out there. Because if you don't, it will cost us a lot of lives.
I will.
Yes. I'm sorry. Well then, best you get your armor looked at before we head out.
Yes, brother.
This is just wrong. So wrong.
Still no change in her condition?
No. None. I still can't believe that dwarf considered keeping the rune. That kind of magic should not be allowed to exist. Either way, is there anything that needs discussing before we set out?
Yeah, that's an interesting retcon, by the way, with the runes. I don't like where they were going to for. I mean, she can be the first rune warrior, for I know, and it's not a bad thing.
Interesting.
Just that I never considered it.
Now we
So, I guess that's it? The great finale?
So it seems.
Well, I should probably say something meaningful now, right? I can't think of anything. Heck, I don't even know why I'm coming with you. I should have left moons ago.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you didn't.
Easy, Tahar. We don't want to get all sentimental here, do we? Jokes aside, though, I realize this is a cheesy thing to say, but no matter how this ends, I'm glad our paths crossed. All those years on the road, I was free, yeah, but I also didn't have any roots. No home. Now, before you start crying, I'm not saying that this bloody city is what I consider home these days. I'm just saying it, I don't know, that it feels good to fight for something. And that surprises me. Anyway, enough of the chatter. Tell me when you're ready to head out.
Cool.
Got it.
So we actually don't need this to stick around. It does cast the aura every 10 seconds, you know, but okay. Yeah, a little bit too late to get used to that, but whatever.
To this day, the Shaper's magical and technological prowess remains unrivaled. One thing is clear. None of their marvels would have been possible without an incredible amount of magic.
Will do.
I wish we had a better artifact. An artifact spear maybe. Something good. I don't know.
Iskram?
What? Oh, Tahar. Didn't see you coming.
This place still has you in its grips, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Look, Tahar, I'm sorry for what happened at the forge. You know, with the rune. I didn't know what got into me. I mean, I still believe the rune has the potential to do a lot of good, and I will continue researching, but I shouldn't have, well, risked our cause.
It's okay. I understand.
Glad to hear that. Anyway, I need to get some of these dents out of my armor. I'll be there when you need me. Either way, pleasure speaking.
Sure. Take care.
Either way.
Sure.
Okay, nothing
Take
he
care,
wants to
Isram.
say. What's left? Well, we spoke with 2 companions, 3 if you count the dwarf, but he didn't actually say anything. Neither the other 2 actually. Oh, does the commander count as a companion we spoke with? I'm not certain actually. Not certain if he's a mage or not also.
Now would you look at that?
I do love this armor. I mean, look at that. That's our final equipment. That's pure Zod, but everything else seems amazing. And the armor Zod actually. But I could have switched it for something else. And I did take a look at the dragon armor, I just didn't like it. It had something strange on the back that I found kind of repulsive. The helmet though, I did like it. That's why I kept it.
Understood.
Your way. Or my exclamation marks, anyway.
Got it. Will do.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ron.
Yes.
Yes, the man we actually have no feelings about, even though he betrayed us when we betrayed our father. You know, it's kind of a complicated thing, I believe.
Ah, Tahar. You need something?
Not really. I was just wondering if you know, wanted to talk before we head out. My gut tells me this will be the last battle for a while.
Well, I've had my share of war and violences. I sure hope so. 9 years. Can you imagine? It's been 9 years in which I did nothing but fighting. But killing. You want to know something funny?
What?
When I was a teenager, I always wanted to be an alchemist. You know, back in the days when there were charlatans everywhere. All of them looking for the Philosopher's Stone that could turn lead into gold. The idea of finding something that would change the world forever, it just fascinated me. Obviously, my plans didn't work out. My magical talent was discovered, I was sent to the university, and there I met your father. You know the rest of the story.
I do. But what are you getting at?
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that all through my life, I wanted to change something. Be that driving force behind something monumentous. Now, after all that's happened, I don't know. I've begun to wonder if that unguided idealism isn't the reason for a lot of conflict in the world. The War of the Six Races, the Mage Wars, the Purity, it's all the same. We're just too driven, too obsessed with leaving our mark on this world.
Maybe we are driven, but idealism is important. Without it, who knows where the world will be?
Yeah, who knows? Anyway, I'm glad we're on the same side again. Maybe this final battle is a chance to, well, to make amends. Let me know when you're ready to head out, Tahar.
Cool. Anyway, something I did enjoy in Spellforce 2 was that you can bring every single companion you had on a mission. Of course that couldn't happen here because we are already overpowered as hell. But it was interesting because I got to know most of them. Most of them I say because some of them were bland as hell. Well, if I consider this a good replacement, I mean, continuation of the Spellforce set, I'd say yes. I do like what they did with the game.
Now would you look at that?
Could have done a little bit more, but that's cool.
Yes? Is there something you need?
No, nothing. What are your thoughts in the upcoming battle?
If by what are my thoughts you mean my estimation on our chance for victory, I would say they are close to even, with the odds being slightly in favor of the Purity.
No, I meant, how do you feel? That battle, it will be dangerous. And yet, you're still around to help us.
Well, it is only logical. The Purity hunts mages, and if we do not stop them, they will take my life too. As for my emotions, I suppose you could describe them as a mixture of worry and anticipation. Also, there is something else that has been troubling me.
What?
The return of Aenir, as the Purity calls it. The opening of the gates. I have done some research, and I'm beginning to believe that all this is not just superstition after all.
Wait, you mean Aenir is really trying to return to this world?
Not Aenir. But I would prefer to not make any premature assumptions. Even if my theory is true, it would not impact our immediate plan of action. Now, I would like to make some preparations, Tahar. I will be ready when you need me.
Of course. Thanks, Undercast.
Well, he's never gonna say what it is, I believe. Ah, my favorite companion, Uram. And yes, he is my favorite. If you don't count the mage, Kayla. She's quite significant in my company. This helmet does fit the armor, it looks amazing. And the shield. The only thing I want was a good spear. Oh well. Even Drunk could give me a good spear, so it's not a big loss.
Huh. Shouldn't you be somewhere else?
I just wanted to see how you're holding up. What are your thoughts in the upcoming battle?
I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, Tahar. Emotional goodbyes? I think there's a big, nasty fight ahead of us, and there will be a lot of bloodshed. But we'll win this, I'm sure of that.
How so?
We'll take a look around. From next to nothing, you've put an army together. A messed up patchwork army, alright, but a force to be reckoned with. It's impressive. And to be honest, I didn't think you could do it when we first met.
Why?
I don't know. Just a feeling. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? We have a war to win.
And, finally...
Tahar, hello.
Getting prepared?
Yes.
It will be dangerous. You don't have to stay. You know that.
Oh, Tahar, you know, we never got the chance to talk much. But there's a reason I became an assassin. Blood, violence, death. It doesn't scare me. On the contrary. But I guess now isn't the time to catch up on this, is it? There's a battle ahead of us. I would like some more time to myself before we set out. Just give the word whenever you're ready.
We didn't get to talk much because you didn't want to speak.
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
I don't know which was the last thing we talked about.
Would you be willing to tell me more about your friend?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine, if you insist. What do you want to know?
How did she... how did it happen? The blood burn.
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain that part. As for when and where, we were with a small caravan near Everlight, on our way back to Greyfell. We had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw, but they all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight downhill. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that Milo was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the third morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in a nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. And so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do, and I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none, but she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over, not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did, and found her laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling when she faded away.
Oh man.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Dark Slumber, yeah, thank you for that game.
Goodbye.
We're not gonna use her, but it's nice to know that we finally unlocked her special ability. Anyway. Yes, she looks amazing. I am going to end this episode here. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm gonna see you all next time. Goodbye.